Welcome to the Club Effect, a funny retail podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm your host, Meredith.
And I'm your host, Cass.
Let's have some fun.
Yay.
If they haven't listened to Anxiety Makes Me Food,
Yes.
go over there because it's what you've been going through.
Right.
And you did so good.
Well, I feel like I've learned a lot more since then, too.
Yeah.
Like, we could do a part 2 to that.
We
because
really
there's
could.
so much more.
Yeah.
I feel like you'll never stop learning, right?
No, you
Yeah.
never will.
Yeah.
I've already learned. We just went through my refrigerator and my cabinet. We were asking you, is this
Yes.
good? Is this good? Is this good? You were like, yes, no, absolutely not. You should
I
get
like
this
Steve
instead.
randomly, is this good? It's like fruit roll-ups. Like natural ones.
And you were so
know?
polite about it. You were like, I don't know. How much sugar's in it?
Let me look at that label. I'm like, I already know if it's dried fruit. Probably not the greatest, you know?
Except for you said the dark chocolate covered strawberries
Oh
are
my God.
too bad.
Dark
Oh,
chocolate covered freeze-dried strawberries.
Okay,
Delicious.
I totally just thought a spider was crawling on me. It was my
Stop.
hair. Sorry, did you see that?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
look at, you know what? I saw a hair.
Did it?
in
Yeah,
your finger.
yeah, there
you
it
go.
is, there
You
it
got
is.
You got it.
I'm a mess today. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
So-
because I saved me and Johnny's life. Just last night, there was box elder bugs on both of our pillows.
Oh,
And it was snowing yesterday. I don't like it.
and what's the date? It's March 11th.
Yeah.
So that when we listen to this again in 2026, it was
Yeah.
snowing.
Yeah.
And now today, 48.
40, yeah. I think my car said
Tomorrow,
46.
Saturday, Sunday,
Yeah.
20s, I
Yeah.
think it said.
Yeah, sick. Well,
So-
we always know St. Patrick's Day is pretty much total hell around here. You know, we've gotten lucky a couple of years.
That
but
one parade, it was so cold. That
Yeah.
one year was so cold.
It was
3
like
years
20,
ago, maybe.
It was 20 and like windy.
Unbelievable. We
Yeah.
should have worn like snowmobile
Yeah.
outfits, you know, the one pieces. We had
Do
our
they do that
biggest.
anymore? I don't even know if
I
they
would
make those
totally
anymore.
do that. The ski, yeah, they
Yeah.
have to make ski pants, right?
Ski
Because people are up
pants?
at the
Yeah.
ski hill.
Mm-hmm.
So listen,
What?
I know this is clopin,
Yes.
but it's about your glucose monitor
Yes.
on your arm.
Definitely huge help to have this. My fingers have healed, you know, because I was like sticking them like,
Oh, man.
the time. I had bruises. I didn't think that was possible.
Mm.
Because, you know, the first time you do it, and I will say my aunt was like, you know, everybody starts and they're all gung-ho, poking their fingers all the time. She goes, and you're going to get sick of it. And I was
Yeah.
like, it's fine. It doesn't even hurt. Well, after the fourth time of trying to move around on this finger and then this, and you like just like go like this and like which one doesn't hurt this morning, you're over it.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I bet.
Yeah.
And didn't you say your waist kind of it was starting to hurt a little bit, but you do less shots now,
That's
right?
my shots. Yeah. I
Yeah.
got little bruises. Like, you kind of pinch it a little, like, that's tender. Like, go to a
Move it
fattier
bigger.
spot.
Ay. Well, you are just doing amazing.
I'm
so
trying.
It's unbelievable.
lot.
I know I've bothered you a little bit and texted you and been like, what do you think about this? What do you think
Yeah.
about this? But it's just, you're just so full of knowledge now. It's incredible. Incredible.
You know, and I also just told my aunt, because I just talked to her the other day, and she's a registered nurse.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know I can reach out to her anytime. But my mom's dealt with type 2 also. So it's like I go to her also, you know. And they're kind of different, not necessarily in their answers, but just different advice, you know, like for different things. So it's kind of nice to get, you know, because my mom did like keto diet, where my aunt is more like clinical.
Oh,
you know,
sure,
so
sure.
maybe she wouldn't recommend that, but you know, everybody is different.
Yeah,
So it's like,
yeah.
it's what works for you. So, you know, but it's nice to hear both sides. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You're just constantly just learning.
it's just a
amazing.
lot. And like I was saying earlier, it's just something you think about 24/7. Like you can't not
Think
check
about
it.
Yeah.
You know, I got here and I was like, oh, I ate this weird like red lentil pasta. Let me see if it spiked my blood sugar.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
you just always think about it.
So you were talking about, I think it was last week when we didn't record, you were talking about how you had the new monitor.
Yeah.
And you have a 15-day now.
Yes.
But you had a 10-day on your left arm, and
Yes.
that's the arm that you sleep on.
correct.
So you had texted me a couple days after that, and you
Yeah.
said this little bitch was
Yes.
going off all night.
Oh my God.
Can you tell us about that?
It's like, so the first day you put it on, it's learning about you,
okay,
right?
yeah.
And so I was just telling your husband, Steve, I said, you got to poke your finger and you can calibrate it, you know? And from what I've read, not all of them do that. You just kind of have to count on it. You know, I mean, you can poke your finger and see what it says, but not all of them you can calibrate and put in what your actual blood glucose is.
So you have a pretty high-tech one?
I'm telling you, it's the latest technology, I think. And so that first night, it's like if you're laying on it, and I'm a side sleeper. So, you know, I like to lay on this side, but sometimes I go to this side. And then all of a sudden my phone's bling, 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 you know. And I'm like, what? And it's like dangerously low, like says I'm going into the 50s. So I got to get up and test my blood sugar. And I'm like, I'm at, 98. I'm fine, you know. And so I put that in for calibration. But because it's giving like a false low because I was laying on it, sometimes it doesn't take the calibration. So 30 minutes later, it does it again. You kind of got to like...
I'm here, everything's fine.
Get the blood flowing, you know.
Oh,
so
man.
yeah, it's a pain in the butt. But after that, it works great.
Okay.
They sent me a survey. I'm like, the first 48 hours are hell. After that, it's great.
Perfect.
You know?
Good.
So.
And it's the latest and greatest.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as I know.
So I sent you a whole list of things that we could call your little monitor.
Yes.
Do you remember some of the names?
I don't remember them, but it made me cry laugh.
So this one's, there's a few of them here. Do you see the screen?
I can see it.
Yeah.
I like
beautiful screen.
The 3 a.m. Screamy. Yeah.
So these are different ones because I think I closed out the chat.
Oh, okay.
So I know that they're on like our text message. Oh, my phone's the one recording. So but it's like the I don't know. Just let's see the panic
it's so
button,
funny.
The overreactatron,
Sleep position patrol.
the glucose gossip.
Yes.
Look at this one. What is that? Beep onse? Beep onse?
Beep onse. Because it wakes you up like a superstar.
Buzz Lightyear?
Oh, God.
What is that? The carb canary?
Yeah. Beepzilla. Yeah. The Snooze Snitch. Beepy McSleepy. Yeah. You know, and because you got me the Roomba, and I named it Mr. Roomtastic, right?
Yep.
And this one did not give me an option to give it a nickname. So maybe I should have put that in my survey. Like why can't I name it?
Have it be yours.
Because it does hook up to your Bluetooth. It's currently reading Bluetooth from my body right now.
What else are they reading? That's what you said downstairs.
It's probably got my DNA.
Okay, so for those that are interested, we work in retail.
Yes.
You were off for a couple of weeks to monitor. You weren't feeling well. You had to make sure everything was good before going back to work because we couldn't get you in a car at all.
Yeah.
Johnny had to drive you around. For those that haven't listened to Anxiety, I'm just kind of shortening it up.
The worst. Y'all hear about me complaining about my husband on here.
Go to Anxiety. Let's just say you get in your car, you start heading to a store, and you forget your lunch. What are you going to eat at a store? Now, we're fortunate we eat at a grocery store. You have all the selections.
Right.
But the hard part is we have all the selections.
Right.
Right?
I could easily pick up 4 donuts or easily pick up a salad.
Yes. Right.
So I do love that most of our stores have salad bar. So it's easy. You can make a quick salad. They also have soup, but a lot of them are like, they're probably not good for you.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of them have noodles in it. So you don't want that, you know.
Carrots, creams, stuff like that, right? Probably stuff that has added sugar. I know they have the nutritional facts on there, but
I've never looked at them. Yeah.
I don't know. I think you're right with that, to stay away from that. What about like the olive bars and stuff? Can you do olives?
Olives are good.
Artichokes and stuff like that?
Yeah, because they're usually packed in like vinegar and oil, and both of those are basically carb-free. Okay. So, yeah.
And what about cheese?
Cheese is good.
Okay.
Very low carb, high protein. So
is there any cheese that you have to stay away from?
Not that I know of.
Unless it's like added sweetness.
Maybe if you got like cranberry goat cheese,
right.
You know, like you might want to only have a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. But like string cheese, great snack.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have you been bringing for lunch?
Okay, so I have a lot of different stuff that I've been bringing for lunch. Mom recently got me like a soup thermos, and I've been making a lot of soups, right? Because my brother-in-law is also type 2, and his wife makes him a lot of soup. He like eats it like breakfast, lunch, and then they have like a good dinner, you know? So I do soup. I do salads a lot. All different salads. Sometimes I put grilled chicken on it. Sometimes I put salmon on it. Sometimes I just eat a plain garden salad. Mm-hmm. And then like for snacks, I'll usually bring like strawberries, blueberries, and cheese. Nuts.
Can you do cottage cheese?
Yes.
Oh, you can. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Is there a certain kind, like 1% non-fat?
I don't think that matters.
Whole. Okay.
I don't think that really matters because there's protein in it.
Okay.
Right. So I've talked a little bit about protein kind of, I say it doesn't necessarily cancel out carbs, but that's kind of how you do it.
So something has 5 carbs in it.
Yeah.
Quarter cup of cottage cheese has, let's just say 5 carbs in it, 8 carbs. It's got, let's just say 1 or 2 fibers. And then it's got 9 fat. So what does that equal in carbs about? I'm throwing math at you, but you know, about.
No. So you want to look at the protein and the fiber. Technically, protein, fiber, and sugar alcohols you can take away from the carbs.
Okay.
So if it had 9 protein and only 5 grams of carbs, then you would be like negative carbs. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah. So really, and I guess that's the trend with protein now, which always is around the beginning of the year because people are always watching, dieting, right? Always dieting, watching, trying to do a new way of life and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, protein's everywhere. Yeah. But I did notice, and you have been, like I've been asking you, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? But there's a lot of hidden sugars.
Oh, yeah.
So what kind of hidden sugars have you been finding?
I think it's TOL, right? Like xylitol. Yeah. Sucralose, you know, it's like it's hidden sugars. And then you have to look, like I said, like the sugar alcohols. I feel like there are certain sugar alcohols that will spike your blood sugar and there's ones that won't. Okay. And like you use the Splenda with monk fruit. That's probably better because it's more natural, you know. Stevia is natural. It's made from a plant. So I just remember my grandma was diabetic growing up, and she always used Sweet and Low. That was probably one of the first and only. That and Equal. Pink.
Equal was blue.
Equal was blue.
Sweet and Low was pink. And then Splenda came around. They were yellow.
Yes, is yellow. And, you know, years later, they were saying, because what is it that's in Sweet and Low? Not asbestos.
Might as well be.
You know what I mean, though? It's that.
Aspartame?
So, aspartame.
There we go. That's an Equal, it says. But maybe it is in...
So maybe that's why she used the Sweet and Low and not the Equal.
Because she didn't want the aspartame.
That was a long time ago. Yeah. You know, that we're talking like 40 years ago. So.
Sure.
But yeah. So I really try to read labels, you know. And I've talked about it on... I think I talked about it on anxiety, the 100 ingredients a day.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
So that I keep that in mind, you know.
Actually, did we talk about it last week when we weren't recording?
Maybe. I think we did, but I can't remember if we talked about it also.
A couple weeks for you, not me.
Yes. So it's not something that I'm going to stick to, but it's something I keep in my mind. And that's a guy I started following a long time ago on TikTok, and he tries to keep his day under 100 ingredients. And you start looking at labels. I mean, you could pick up something that you think is healthy off of the shelf, but you look at how many ingredients are in it. It could be a quarter of your ingredients for the day. Yeah. And then if you're following the serving size only, which none of us do, you know, it's so much, you know. So trying to eat more whole foods, whole natural foods.
So we asked ChatGPT. Yeah. And I'm going to share these with you. Okay. You see it on the screen too, right? Can you see them? I can make them bigger too.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
But you let me know if ChatGPT is correct. Okay. Because I feel like humans inputted this information. Right. And maybe it's not right. Yeah. We'll see, right? So it says from produce, if you want to have a snack of baby carrots, cucumber slices, and bell pepper strips. I mean, that seems obvious, right?
Yeah.
That would all work.
But... a lot of sugar and carrots.
A lot of sugar and carrots. Okay.
A lot of sugar and carrots.
So the next line says cherry tomatoes, snap peas, and celery sticks.
I'd say that's all good.
But what about cherry tomatoes?
I mean, yeah.
They're a fruit.
They are. So. Yeah. I feel like carrots have more sugar than tomatoes, but I could be wrong.
No, you're probably right. You're right. We're going to just say you're right because you know all of this.
I don't.
You're guessing. Right. Apple or pear slices, but it says to pair it with a nut butter to slow sugar absorption. You want to talk about that?
Perfect. Yeah. So, because apples obviously have a lot of sugar in it. So it shouldn't be like really your go-to snack, but pairing it with all natural peanut butter that only has peanuts and
what did we decide was
salt.
The best? Smuckers.
I got Smuckers. Yeah, you
the
have
natural.
It too.
And me too. Yeah,
peanuts and salt. That's all. That's
all
in
it says. Yeah.
And so because the protein slows down the sugar absorption. So it doesn't like woo with your sugar. You want your sugar to go like this throughout the day. You don't want it to go like this throughout the day, right?
And for those just listening, you kind of just did like a wave.
You want a
like
hill? You want a hill, not a mountaintop.
Okay, not a peak. We're not trying to climb any mountains. Okay.
So yeah.
The next one says berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries.
Yep.
Okay.
That's pretty much
so
the
I told you I love frozen
to.
strawberries, and you said that was good, right?
Yeah.
So another thing that you and Steve were talking about downstairs was it's in an order that you would eat your food?
So now, and we're learning all these things, right? And I remember your husband had started fasting, right?
Yep.
And did we not grow up believing that if you starved your body, the next time you ate, it would store all of that, right?
Yep.
So things are ever constantly changing. Yep. So if we can find ways that works for us, I'm going to say nobody's doing it wrong. If you're trying, you're doing it right, right?
Yep.
So now they are saying...
I always say, who's they?
Who's they? Who knows?
Right?
Who knows? They say you should eat your fiber first, then your protein, then your carbs.
So give me an example of food for those that are interested.
You would want like your broccoli, your vegetables is your fiber.
Okay.
And then your protein, your
chicken, meat. Okay.
And then your carbs. Maybe if you're having corn is a carb, or if you're having a piece of bread or mashed potatoes, that's also a starch,
Now, is the hope that when you get to the carb, you're full?
I would say that's definitely part of the process.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That's
You're
what I would
think. Eat less because you've already filled up. Why do we eat a salad as a main course? And it's like it puts something in your belly so you don't indulge in the super rich food towards the end, right?
Sure.
So, which I feel like it was like in France, I believe, like I could be totally wrong.
That salads came at the end?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So weird. It's like a palate refresher,
Mm-hmm.
And then I always thought that fruit and vegetables break down faster. So you want those first in your stomach because then your carbs are on top and they break down slower.
It's
like if you ate bread and it's sitting there like waiting to break down, like your fruits and vegetables would like rot in your stomach. My grandma's like, I don't think anything rots in your stomach. Like your body's like is made to like use it, and I'm like, it makes sense. But like, I don't know. I heard it, like we go through all these things that we hear. It's too much information. We can't take it all in,
So much.
So who knows? Does that matter? I don't know. It seems to work for a lot of people. So I'm going to go with it. Am I going into my 4th week now? Like being diagnosed. This is like my 4th week since I've been diagnosed. And I feel like my stomach has shrunk, right?
Yeah.
Because
I feel like you said that after the first week.
I did.
Yeah.
I swear to God. And so a lot of people, I've heard so many people talk about food noise, right? Like that's like a huge thing. And people are, they're doing like the Ozempic and the Wegovy and stuff like that. And they say, oh my God, it silences the food noise. And I really feel like I did that.
Yeah.
Like I started making healthier choices and I started telling myself like, if you don't want to eat this apple and peanut butter, then you're not that hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because my problem is I like to snack and I'm still snacking, but I'm making way healthier choices with my snacking and I eat out of boredom.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting at home and I'm watching TV, I'm like, man, popcorn sounds good, So it's like, if I make popcorn, I'm only going to have a small bowl.
Yep.
If I have ice cream, my aunt told me so long ago, use these little tiny bowls. Nobody needs this big bowl of ice cream. And I've done it ever since. So I really am a very small ice cream eater. I use these like, I don't know, I stole a bowl from Chili's 12 years ago or something that had dip in it. And like, that's my ice cream bowl. It's literally like 2 tablespoons,
That's perfect.
And
it's
satisfies,
just enough, right? Yeah.
Satisfies.
Yep.
So yeah, I feel like I shut my food noise off and I'm just like, some days I care. And on those days, if I care that I don't have something sweet, I have something sweet.
Yeah.
I say, fuck it,
So I have 150, my phone's up there again, 154 days, no sugar.
Yes.
And when the noise that you're talking about, it is gone.
Do you feel like it makes you like, ew, gross?
Yeah, right.
Like I'm kind of disgusted by it now. And my mom told me that would happen. And I was like, no.
That's what people were telling me the first couple of weeks I quit too, because it took Steve to say, hey, you're eating cake for dinner. I was like, I gotta quit this. Yeah.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, I have no medical with that. You know what? So it was just a choice. But
he's like, I'm going to make my life a living hell today.
Exactly.
I'm going to bring up cake.
I'm going to tell my wife she's eating cake for dinner. I still haven't spoke to him. So it's been 153 days, no sugar, and 153 days not talking to my husband.
Oh, my
God. We're good.
That's so funny.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's
Wait,
so
can
funny.
I go back to something really funny? I was telling him something funny. So it was about hormones and stuff, right? So I must have looked something up on TikTok. We know how that goes. And I started following, this guy started coming up, and he was talking about how he lives with his wife going through menopause.
Oh.
And this is reminding me of this.
So funny.
So have you seen it?
I think so.
So he says things like this, guys, this is how you live with a woman going through menopause. First of all, you don't breathe.
Yeah.
You don't breathe.
Don't breathe.
You go into the other room and you take a breath, and then you come back in and you don't breathe because she doesn't like breathing.
Don't crinkle chip bags.
Don't crinkle any chip bags. Don't use a real fork in that bowl because if that makes too much noise and it's tinking, it's gonna bug her.
Don't touch your teeth.
Yeah. Don't look at her.
Oh my
Don't
God.
look at her in the morning. Like
Isn't it so funny?
It's so funny. I was laughing with Steve today, telling him about that.
Yeah, it's sad and funny.
It's sad and funny. We go through a lot as women. And then add on other things like what you're going through. It's like, holy moly, you know?
Right.
But,
and Johnny has really been a good sport. I do have to say that.
Yeah.
He's been dealing with me with my weird foods that I'm trying. We've eaten so much cabbage. He actually brought home cabbage one day, and I was like, holy shit, he brought home cabbage.
He's okay with you eating
it
every day.
He's okay with it, and he's okay eating it, But, and I feel bad. I tell him all the time, I'm like, if you want to just have frozen pizza, you ain't got the beat us. You can go have a frozen pizza.
Yeah.
It's fine. I have dinner,
Yeah.
But then there's other days, like, I don't even want to cook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm done thinking about food today. I could just not eat, So then that's when I feel bad because Johnny generally doesn't really eat a lot during the day where I'm snacking all day to get through my day. And when I get home, I'm like, I'm done. Like, I don't even want anything.
And he's like, what's for dinner?
Yeah. And I'm like, peanut butter and jelly.
So tell us about some of your dinners.
I do a lot of cabbage.
With what though?
Soup.
Do you cut it in quarters and roast it? Or?
I slice it like not coleslaw thin, but pretty thin strips.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
And then I fry it with. You could do bacon fat, butter,
like cabbage
or just
burgers
oil.
type thing.
No, just it's shredded.
Oh, okay.
And fry it. I'll add mushrooms, onions, peppers,
Perfect.
Smoked sausage, stuff like that. So tonight I've been seeing on. Okay, and this is another thing. It's hard for me to watch TikTok unless I'm actively eating because there's so much good food on TikTok, and I'm like, fuck, I want cookies.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, I'll watch TikTok while I'm eating dinner or eating my snacks at work, you know? Like, I can't watch it otherwise because then I'm just hungry,
It's amazing how your habits have changed, too.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. So I've been seeing this, it's like orzo noodles,
Yeah.
right? They're like little rice kind of looking noodles with cherry tomatoes and boursin cheese and some chicken broth and whatever. So I saw one, it had smoked sausage, tomatoes. She put a bunch of stuff in there. Anyways, I bought red lentil penne noodles and I did that recipe with the chicken broth and stuff. And I ate a little bit of it before I came over, but I also added cabbage to it.
Wow. You bake it? Or on top?
You bring it to a boil, lid it, bake it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, sounds good.
Yeah. So, and that was good. And like you add the cabbage, that's adding fiber, and you fill up more with the cabbage than with the noodles, So, because my mom's like, use cabbage as noodles. And I was like, no, that don't work for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also have that recipe for lasagna that I want to make, and I'm going to bring some for Steve when I make it to see. It's gelatin and egg whites.
And it
blend
makes
it, put it on a greased baking sheet, bake it, and then you can cut it into like long noodles, or you can just, I was looking, there's a brand at the store. It's called Egg Life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
They make wraps. They also make noodles.
Yep.
And Erica was telling me that she had taken one of the wraps and sliced it into fettuccine noodles. And she's like, it was good. She's like, but it wasn't noodles.
Right.
So it's like, if I can get it in a lasagna, I feel like it'll like pass a little bit better.
Yeah.
So
I haven't been able to find a rice or a noodle replacement that I feel tastes like that.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to find a cheese replacement, which is why I'm not vegan.
Yeah.
Because none of the cheese, I can't do it. And the third thing is, what else were you saying? Something else you were saying. Eggs. Can't find anything that really does well with eggs, baking and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
because have you ever tried the water from chickpeas? That's supposed to be a vegan egg replacement.
Maybe.
Yeah. They call
years
it something.
Years ago, maybe.
Yeah. Because like I do, when I used to bake a lot, don't anymore. If you didn't have oil, you could do applesauce.
Oh, unsweetened.
Unsweetened.
Yeah.
But that's going into a whole nother thing now. Right. If I'm going to make it, then it's got to be almond flour is better for you. And then you got to find a sweetener.
Yeah.
The eggs and the oil are fine.
But then you're getting closer to your 100 ingredients for the day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time you do one replacement.
Yeah.
Replacer.
Yeah. Chocolate chips. Those have
10
so
ingredients. You found chocolate chips that were good.
The Good Life, I think they're called.
Good Life.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take a picture of them.
Yeah.
They only got like 8 grams of carbs per serving, but very minimal ingredients too. Mm-hmm. And I think they were like 55 or 65% dark chocolate. So
that's good.
It's up there. Yeah. Good.
Okay, nuts and seeds.
Yeah, good.
You said that cashews are the best for you. Or it seems
I like cashews because they're a softer nut.
Okay.
Compared to like almonds are hard.
Yeah.
My aunt's boyfriend, he says pistachios.
Oh yeah, we have
he
those.
He always
here.
eats pistachios. Like that's his end of the night snack. And it doesn't,
Steve
I feel like
buys a big bag of it from Costco, I think.
I feel like pretty much all nuts are pretty good as long as they're not like honey roasted or glazed or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Walnuts, cashews.
So it says almonds, walnuts, cashews, pistachios, unsalted if possible.
Yeah, I'm not worried about my salt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds.
Actually, when I was at the hospital, my sodium was low. Could you believe that?
Yeah.
With all the processed food I was
I'm sure
eating,
you were.
I didn't.
Your body was just letting you know that stuff was going on.
Yeah.
And then trail mix without adding. So, okay, let's talk about going up to the cabin.
Yeah.
How are you going to make your trail mix?
I don't know.
What are you going to put in it?
I don't know.
No raisins.
No.
No cranberries.
No. No M&Ms.
No M&Ms.
I used to put like 6 different kinds of
M&Ms
in there.
So you could use the low carb chocolate, right? No?
I'd probably just keep it nuts.
Nuts it is.
Keep the M&Ms on the side for the non-diabetics.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, dairy and dairy alternatives. Greek yogurt, we talked about this.
I haven't found a good yogurt that isn't and even people are like, oh, we'll get a protein one. It still has like 12 grams of carbs in it.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't equal out, right?
For a little cup. Well, it does. It's got protein in it, but
Yeah. All right, cottage cheese we talked about, string cheese we talked about, cheese cubes we talked about, unsweetened almond soy oat, nothing, huh?
Dude, the oat milk. I was like, I know Megan. Megan makes oat milk in her coffee, right? She makes some amazing coffees, and I was like, I'll check out oat milk for my creamer instead, right? Because I had to give up my Chobani. It made me cry. Oat milk has so much sugar in it. Holy shit. Even the unsweetened one still has sugar in it.
Oh.
Because oats, I could probably...
Are we talking like oatmeal oats?
Oats,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some people, I don't know, I had a doctor like, I'll eat oatmeal in the morning, and it's like, that's like pure carbs.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's a long lasting, like steel cut oat, original, nothing else.
But you'd rather just stay away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hell, but yeah.
How about crackers or rice cakes? You can pair them with hummus or cheese. None of that. Don't even bother.
Rice cakes? No. Or crackers? No.
No, not going to do it.
Uh-uh.
So it says packaged snack option. So roasted chickpeas or edamame.
Edamame? Yeah, those would be good. You know what? And I'm thinking, like, if you want to eat hummus or cheese, like dip, then do it with celery, carrots, radishes. You know what I mean?
This is my addiction. It says low sugar protein bars, but there's like 50 ingredients in each of them.
And a lot of sugar.
Have you found a bar that no you just do make your own?
I've tried looking at the bars a couple times, even before I knew I was diabetic. And I'm like, I don't know. I see, it has 10 grams of fiber, but it has 40 grams of sugar in it.
Yeah.
It's
like you might as well go eat a candy bar.
Right,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Packaged snack options is popcorn.
Yeah, you've really got to stick to a serving of popcorn, though. Popcorn does, I feel like most people would agree, it raises
So don't
your
eat the
blood
whole
sugar.
bag.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Have a serving of popcorn, which who
so
does
hard,
that?
I know.
So you know what? You got your once a day treats, right?
Sorry,
which would be like all sugar-free stuff. You got your once a week treats, which might be you go to the movies and indulge in some popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got your once a month treats where you go to the ice cream shop and you get a banana split.
Yeah.
So.
What has been your once a month? Because you're almost there. Has it been anything yet?
I had a donut.
You did? Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I had a donut.
You had a craving for it and that was it?
That was it. I was watching kids and I was like, I brought them donuts and I was like, I have to have one.
Perfect.
So, and I haven't had one since. I didn't have one before. My once a day is my little dark chocolate.
Yeah.
I like a little dark chocolate once a day.
What did the donut do to your glucose numbers?
Oh, it was up. It was up.
Yeah.
But I don't think I even hit 200.
Yeah, good.
So that was good.
Yeah.
I made sure I took my insulin shot.
Of course, which is why it's there.
Yeah.
And you're allowed.
I kind of cheated on that one with my insulin shot. Not everybody has that option.
You did the old, let's just do this before this.
We'll just go ahead and put a little extra in there and then we can have a donut.
That's awesome. Frozen section is frozen berries.
Yep.
For smoothies, it says. But you got to be careful making your smoothies, too.
Yeah, and it...
Throwing in brown bananas and stuff like that. That's all sugar, right?
You don't want to do that. So I guess maybe that's one thing that you could use that, like, not flavored Greek yogurt for. Because who's eating not flavored Greek yogurt? It's sour cream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't just eat So if you want to use that in your smoothie, I guess. But yeah, you're going to have to, that's probably more than you should consume in one sitting.
Yeah. Veggie sticks, edamame pods, it says again.
Yeah.
Pantry staples. Let's see if this is true. So natural peanut butter, we talked about that.
Almond
Hummus
butter.
cups.
Yeah, almond butter is a great alternative to regular peanut butter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one that's all nuts? I don't know why I keep
I don't know. No.
It's like cashews, peanuts.
Really?
Sunflower. I don't know.
It's a bunch of nuts blended up together. I bet that's
we might have it. We'll have to
delicious.
take a look though and see what it. Yeah, I think it's a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Hummus cups, olives, tuna, or chicken salad kits. What do you think? That's a low carb option.
Well, what's in your tuna or chicken salad kit?
Yeah.
Is it crackers?
Yeah.
And if it's already made into salad, I'm gonna guess there's a bunch of crap in it. You're better off making your own. I guess it's pantry staple, so tuna or chicken, so you can make tuna or chicken salad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see why people that don't have diabetes say, I'm going to lose some weight this year. They start January 1st, and by March, they're done.
Yeah.
It's so much. You have to think so much. Like, you were forced.
Right.
These past 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Or else, like you said, on anxiety, you wouldn't have been doing it.
Right.
You were forced. Some of us aren't. We just say that we're going to be healthy. But it's
hard.
It is science. It's hard. You have to look at every single label. You have to know what you're, like you said, you have to eat while you're watching TikTok.
Yeah.
Like for me, mine's driving.
Yeah.
So I'm in the car and I'm bored and I'm listening to music or a book and I'm driving to the next store and it's like, I got that Think bar over there. I'll just eat that. And then before I know it, it's already gone, even though I told myself I was going to eat a half.
Yeah.
And then I'm still feeling hungry or my brain still thinks I'm hungry because I didn't pay attention to what I was doing.
Right.
So that I can see, why it's just so hard to.
Well, I feel like I'm so new to diet culture and you're not. You've always
I've always tried something.
Right.
Yeah.
You've always had. Don't say it's stupid. Don't do that.
I tried
yourself.
a lot of stuff.
But it's the way we were brought up.
Yeah, that's true.
Snackwell's cookies, Weight Watchers.
Oh my God.
You know what
were
I
those
mean?
chips that we were talking? The Wow chips.
Yes.
That if you ate too many, it would give you diarrhea. Remember
shit
in the middle of the night, I was texting you and Bestie. I'm like, what were those chips that gave everybody the shits? Those didn't last long.
No. It's been in our face. And it's so hard to make choices when you have all of these options. When really what we need to do is shop the perimeter of the store, take nothing out of the middle, and make our own food. Yep. But who's got time for that?
Right.
Who's got time for that?
I think we shared a meme that says, I hate when I go into the kitchen for dinner and all I can find are ingredients.
Yes.
It's like, it's hard to put stuff together.
Yeah.
Although I feel like we've gotten a little bit better at just looking in the freezer, looking in the fridge and going, yeah, I'll throw that together. Hey, sometimes it's a great dinner and sometimes it's not.
I feel like I
hit
learned
or miss.
From my mom, my grandma's on both sides. What do we have in the fridge? Throw something together. I've always been able to do that. I mean, I've always had spaghetti or, I've had recipes. Yep. But if I didn't shop, I could look in the fridge, the pantry, the freezer, and figure something out. And then it's like my sister and then Erica, both of them, it was like they had to measure out for mac and cheese, and now they can do that too. Yeah. And it's like, I hope that I've like helped them. Like you don't need a recipe. You know that broccoli and cheese is good. Throw some chicken in it. You know what I mean? Like you just got to kind of whatever, But so yeah, if we can all go back to maybe a little more domesticated life, we would all be much healthier. Unfortunately, it's not an option.
Now, do you feel that because we're always on the go, we've made ourselves always on the go, that it's about convenience?
Yes, absolutely.
Grabbing something fast, right?
Obviously. If you're working 40 plus hours, even if you're not working that much.
Some people have 2 jobs, so it's 40 plus whatever they're doing at night. Yeah.
And you're a mom and you're a wife and everything else, or a dad and a husband and working and whatever. Everybody's life is busy. And then you add kids and they have sports and activities. And when do you cook?
Right.
Yeah,
you're not home.
When do you cook?
Yeah.
So, you're going to just stop at the drive-thru or whatever. And, of course, they offer salads there, but is that what you're going to get? Probably not, And who doesn't find comfort in a cheeseburger and french fries and a milkshake?
I just did it last week. So I haven't had a fry. Yeah. I haven't had bread, nothing like that. Yeah. And last week I was absolutely starving. Yeah. And the store that I was at, nothing really looked good. I thought, well, I could do sushi. I'm like, I don't want all that rice. Yeah. I get into the car, I look, and I see Portillo's. I'm like, you know what? They got a veggie dog there. Yeah. And I just said to myself, today is a cheat day. Yeah. I got a veggie dog and I got fries, a small fry. I didn't get any pop or anything. I already had my water, and I just was like, I didn't feel bad about it. Yeah. But I haven't gone out since then.
No, that's good. And you gave into that and you needed that. You know what I mean? Because I think that's what I was doing, and that's why I broke down, is I was
so strict.
I was convincing myself that I could never enjoy anything ever again. Yeah. And this is it. And you eat cabbage every day for the rest of your life. Yeah. And it's
eat your carrot stick or eat your celery stick and shut up.
Yeah. But I never hummus was okay to me. You've brought hummus over a couple times and I'm like, yeah, it's okay. At Jewel by us, they have a green salsa verde hummus.
That's it, huh? Buying it by the gallons.
That shit by the spoonful.
Good.
So good.
It's good to find something like that.
Yes. So, and we all know my thing is sweets. Mm-hmm. So, neighbor Eric, his wife Heather made coconut macaroons using unsweetened coconut, dark chocolate chips, and Splenda sweetened condensed milk.
Wow.
I ate one today and I just watched my sugar go beep, beep, beep.
Just stayed the same.
Yeah. So I was like, perfect.
A little bit of a hill.
There's my sweet. I love coconut. I love chocolate. Oh my God, Mounds bars and Almond Joy bars. I actually was like, should I get some almonds to put in here too?
Yeah, right.
The hell.
Again, you're making it yourself.
Yep.
Not 100 ingredients. Yep. Four ingredients. Yep. Big difference.
I mean, I don't know how many are in the sweet condensed milk.
Whatever.
But still, who cares?
Yeah, we'll just say a few. Okay. But that's all right. Still better than the impulse buy of the...
So you think that's 10 ingredients? I had a hard-boiled egg today. I had an apple today. I had some berries and melon today. And then my dinner probably filled up my other 100 ingredients because I had noodles, which I had stuff in it, and then tomatoes and cheese and blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I probably did stick to 100 ingredients today.
Amazing. You are. I mean, you're just doing amazing.
Yeah, trying.
How are you feeling?
Mental mood swings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's to be expected, I guess, right? I don't know. But other than that, I feel good.
It's coping.
It's... Do I feel like I have more energy? Not really.
Not yet. Okay. Yeah, a lot of your energy could be going into trying to figure this all out.
So
I mean, this is still new. Yeah.
And I do feel like kind of brain foggy. But like I said, like I get into work, I go to work with my blood sugar at like 90 and I start running around and doing stuff. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm going to fucking pass out, and I look and it's like 72 and I'm like, holy shit, So it's like, go munch on an apple.
Yeah. Now, when it gets that way and it's not quite an emergency, right? But you're just kind of like woozy.
Yeah.
Is it hard then to make a choice there? Like it would be fast if I ate. So because you have it planned already in your head.
Think about it. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put that in your head.
No, that's fine though.
But you have it planned.
I'm doing it.
I'm going to go eat an apple. So that's good. So always have the plan.
My lunchbox is full of
something that
nuts,
you would need or
fruit, apple, cheese sticks.
See, that's a key then. Yeah. That's the key to all variety. Of this is you're planning it.
Yeah.
Like me.
You have to.
I don't know if I wouldn't be very good at that. I don't like planning stuff.
You never carry a lunchbox. I've never seen you carry a lunchbox.
So I have a snack bag in my car that has stuff in it.
Yeah.
But
it's hard too if you don't have cold, right? Because cheese needs to stay cold. I mean, you can eat it at room temperature, but once it turns summer, that shit's.
I'm a shelf-stable snack kind of person when I'm out working.
Yes.
The other thing is, if I eat a lunch or if I eat something big, I got to go take a nap. So during Monday through Friday, for sure, I'm only snacking all day long and then dinner's big.
And before I was on lunch at work going to Burger King and then sitting in my car like this.
Like, now I got to go back into the store, right?
I got to go waddle around the fucking store.
So mentally, are you okay to go back in?
Yeah.
I mean, it's work. So we can,
you're always
set that aside.
But yeah. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I love olives. I love green olives and black olives. So that's something you can keep, it doesn't necessarily have to be refrigerated,
Yep.
After you open them, you should probably refrigerate them. But they even have those little snack pack on the goes with olives.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah,
I love olives, so, and they're salty. So I feel like that helps you stay hydrated, right? Yeah.
So on anxiety, you mentioned that you were peeing a lot and stuff. Like what kind of body changes?
Yeah. I don't nearly go to the bathroom as much as I was before.
Really? Because that is a symptom.
Yes.
Right?
Very thirsty all the time, which even right now, like my mouth is dry, but it's just because we're talking.
Yeah.
Very thirsty and peeing a lot. And it's because your body's trying to flush sugar out.
Okay.
Right? It's like in SOS mode. Like, oh my God, get this out of here.
Yours doesn't do that anymore.
And I drink way less. Like, I feel like last year this would have already been gone.
Yeah.
Doing this, And I don't visit the bathroom often, but I said the amount of pee that comes out of me. But you have to remember I'm on meds that are made to flush sugar out of my body, and I pee for so long. And today I'm like sitting there and I'm just like, what the fuck? So much pee,
Oh my gosh.
So but thankfully, instead of going, say maybe 6, 8 times at the store, I'm going twice.
Wow.
So yeah.
Huh. Incredible. Mm-hmm. Skin, how's your skin feel? Any different? Same. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's dry.
I mean, it's winter. Yeah.
So I'm not even.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, once my insides are good, and actually next week I can go for my blood work.
That's going to be interesting. We'll have to do a follow-up if you don't mind.
Yes.
Yeah, if you feel like chatting about it.
And it's kind of too early, but she's going to check my A1C again. And I want to see what that's
interesting.
Because I went to the hospital. I will admit it in front of everybody. Don't be ashamed and do something about it. I went to the hospital with a 13.3 A1C. That is very high.
And that's a 90-day test.
90-day, yep.
I'm sorry. It shows what your level is in 90 days.
Sugar sticks to your blood cells. And it shows how much sugar is attached to your red blood cells. Your red blood cells renew every 90 days.
Oh, okay.
So that's how they explained it to me.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah.
And then your glucose number is your daily.
Is my daily blood sugar.
Okay.
Yep.
And it has to be under 100.
It should be. It should be. Really, okay, so this is another thing that I was talking to my mom, my grandma, my aunt, everybody. So doctors come at you with information and they almost expect you to not comply, right? Like, are people trying to take over their own health? Are they trying to be better? Do they just want a magic pill that makes things go away? Whatever. So I feel like me walking into the endo, leaving the hospital from a 13 A1C and a 388 blood sugar, she was just kind of like, here's the information you need. Here's the medication you need. We'll see you in a couple weeks. You know, put that monitor on and then message and let them know that you're requesting to share your numbers. Well, she saw this person, 388 at the hospital, and I had like an average of a 102, I think, for that first 2 weeks. And she was like, excellent.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, okay.
She's taking it
seriously. I don't think everybody does, you know, and I feel like some people get, well, the doctor just pushes me off. Are you trying? Are you showing them you're interested? I came with my questions. I had a notebook page full of questions.
And a witness.
And she answered half of them before I even asked them.
Yeah.
You know,
and you brought Jen as extra eyes and ears and everything.
Absolutely. Don't be scared to bring somebody with you to take notes. It's so, or record it on your phone.
Yep.
You know, like record, like just tell them, hey, I'm recording this so I can go back. Because she did say what my blood sugar should be like morning and evening.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like she said I should wake up in like 120. And I don't. I wake up at like 90, you know what I mean? Or even lower sometimes. So probably not eating enough carbs, but you know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's all still new though.
You know.
You'll balance it out.
I'm not too low. So I'm not worried about it.
Incredible.
You know? But yeah.
So you had a couple messages from people asking about symptoms and they wanted to know how you were doing. So that's why I wanted to do this on the Clopin one.
Yes.
So I want to remind everyone to go to the anxiety to listen when it was super new. It's still new. This is kind of the follow-up of it.
Yeah.
Maybe we even put this on anxiety too as a follow-up.
You could, yeah.
One of the biggest questions that we got from some people that we worked with and all that are symptoms. Now, I know you talked about dry mouth and everything, but could you explain again what, hindsight now, could you explain just quickly what the symptoms were if anyone's going through it?
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I've heard blurry vision, you know, tingling in your fingers, in your toes, on your feet.
Okay.
We're talking that's progressed now, you know. So because I knew before I went and got diagnosed, I knew, you know, I knew the lifestyle I was living was not great and I probably had it, you know? And so really dry mouth and peeing was like the only thing that I could really say for sure that I knew
it was
from that.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, because I didn't really, I mean, I guess like looking back now, just eating and crashing, you know, because I'd eat too much of the wrong things. Yeah. I feel like I could eat as much as I want to now, but I'm eating a salad instead of a cheeseburger and fries. So it's not, you know, you're full, but you're not like, ugh, you know.
You're full on things that you'll benefit from.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've said for a long time, I feel like in the U.S., we eat like it's Thanksgiving every dang day.
Yeah.
We eat until we are stuffed, you know. Why are we doing that?
Sometimes I feel like in our minds, we have to celebrate every day something. So then it's like, I'm going to treat myself for this. And I'm going to treat myself for this. I'm sure it's the romanticizing on social media and it's the commercials and all that. So I get it. I'm not blaming anyone.
Yeah.
But I get it.
I can find a reason to celebrate and have something every
because you know what?
Day.
Outside of life, it kind of sucks sometimes. You know, with things that you see on the news and everything. So you want to find something good. And I think we find comfort in food.
Absolutely.
Right? And sugar is addictive. And, you know, so... And it's just out there. It's everywhere, you know.
Okay, I will say one thing that I just realized.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been sleeping in and going to work later.
Oh, yeah.
But it was like after work, I was probably still full from lunch, right? And I would make dinner, and I'd be like in bed. Like you and Bessie be texting, it'd be only 7 o'clock, and I was out.
Done.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I just ate how many calories and carbs and sugar and whatever else. And then I would just lay down and go to bed. Now I'm like, it's kind of hard for me to go to sleep. Like I'm not laying down until 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Interesting.
9:30.
And what time are you getting up?
I'm getting up at 5 instead of 4.
Okay.
But before I was going to bed at 7 and getting up at 4.
Yeah, right.
Now I'm going to bed at 9:30 and getting up at 5, you know.
And feeling good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
there you go.
You and Mom both are like, you make me think about things that have changed.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, and the bloat, I said, I didn't even recognize I was bloated. I did not know because I was bloated 24/7.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I push on my stomach and it goes in, you know, it's still there. I still got one, you know, but I'm not so worried about it anymore. It's like, that'll go away eventually.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'll get there.
Whenever you're ready.
One thing at a time. So
Whenever it's ready.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Cool.
Yeah. Very
snacks.
good. Thanks for sharing all that.
Eat some good snacks, people.
Eat good snacks. Do what she does, not me.
Yeah. You eat good snacks.
I
too.
try. I'm
you
trying.
Have.
You have been an inspiration.
Yeah.
Like I know I've sent you some text messages going, okay, what do you think about this? I'm trying to, in spirit.
Yeah. I know.
Good snacks.
You and everybody have been great supporters.
You got a great support system.
And I don't think I would have been able to do it without you.
You had
guys,
people show up.
Yeah. Yeah. You were like sending me from socials like, oh my God, I just listened to Cass's episode and I texted people at work and was like, thank you for reaching out, you know? So yeah. Yeah. It's amazing.
People care about you.
I can't.
They want you healthy and around forever.
Yeah. If I had to do it on my own, I probably would be one of those people not complying, going, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I want.
So that's a good point. Find somebody.
Yeah.
Find somebody that will support you.
Yeah.
I know it's hard sometimes.
Dump them.
Yeah, that's
do it for yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
thanks.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Go check your blood sugar.
Yeah.